stop, make it 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 stop. Yes, I had the displeasure to watch this elephant jizz in all its glory. I don't know what there is to say about Holmes and Watson that hasn't already been said by a bunch of reviewers already, but let's get to it. As a young child, is teased in school and picked on for being different. One day he decides to shut off his emotions because he gets made fun of and he has to kiss a mule's ass. And he decides to shut off his emotions. He then becomes a detective. And he has to search for his mortal enemy, Moriarty. This is a movie that is completely joyless. This is a comedy in the same sense that The Purge is a musical. I have not spent 90 minutes in a movie theater this year and been so bored in all my life. This movie does not have one joke that lands. It doesn't even have a chuckling. Well, I think it has like one chuckling moment, and it comes like almost near the end. This is barely a 90-minute movie, yet I felt like I was there for 2.5 hours. I'm not a huge Will Ferrell fan. I never will be. I think I'm probably one of the only people who saw Old School and about 60 minutes into the movie said, wait, something's wrong. Oh yeah, I'm not fucking laughing. This movie is the same thing. Him and John C. Reilly just go back and forth with idiocy and they refuse to let jokes die. Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to talk about the good stuff. Anyway, there's a vomit joke that goes on for fucking ever. There's a callback to a joke about Holmes eating onions that returns a couple of times. Never gets a chuckle, and also you can tell that it's really apples they're eating. Rebecca Hall. What the fuck are you doing in this movie, Rebecca Hall? If anyone wants to know why I watch this, it's because I'm fucking a huge fan of her. I ever since I saw the movie Christine, I've been a huge fan of hers. I've seen The Gift. I've seen Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman. I even saw Iron Man 3. I saw BFG just because she does a voice in it. Oh my God, she gets nothing to do in this movie except show up every once in a while and smile and kind of look at Will Ferrell or John C. Reilly most of the time and just go, where's my paycheck at? Until my next movie, which is supposed to be Godzilla vs. King Kong. And it baffles me. This is a movie, obviously, Holmes and Watson. They're in England. All of them speak with English accents. And you have Rebecca Hall, who is English and is an English actress. You have her play an American from Boston without a Boston accent. Oh my God, she has a sidekick who is supposed to be a girl who is grown up by cats and has the mentality of a 40-year-old, and Rebecca Hall's character Grace is trying to get her to the level of a 6-year-old. That's something that happens in this movie, or attempts to. Scenes really play out at random. There's a whole scene where the queen, Holmes and Watson do something to a queen that drags on for fucking ever, never gets a laugh. By the time it's resolved, nothing happens. It has no impact on the plot or story. John C. Reilly's a fucking creep in this movie. As he every time he sees the queen, for some reason he has a fetish with her, where he has to touch her. He's like he's touching her all over the place. He's proclaiming his love for this lady. And none of it really matters. Ralph Fiennes is in this movie as Moriarty for all of fucking maybe 10 minutes. Oh my God, this movie was actively bothering me. I couldn't... I'm used to Will Ferrell sucking. John C. Reilly is hit or miss with me. I kind of liked him in The Sisters Brothers. The movie was a little bit weird though. I liked him in Wreck-It Ralph 3. I really have doubts about Stan and Ollie after seeing this piece of shit. Jokes go on. This movie is supposed to be a comedy, and you never laugh at it. You just look at it and you're just either baffled or confused. This movie is so poor production-wise that you can tell people are not saying their words. There's ADR in this movie. This is a live-action American English movie that has additional dialogue recording, and no one's lips match what they're saying. I know a lot of people said that they saw it earlier in the movie during the kids scenes. I didn't really notice it because I just thought they were shitty kids actors. But there's a couple of scenes near the end where the main villain explains what she's doing as she traps John C. Reilly character, Watson. And you hear a voice, but then you look at her lips and they're not moving. And then when they start to move, the voice stops and then it starts abruptly. No lip syncing. This is live action. These fucking people produced this movie this terribly. The last shot, or the second to last shot of the movie, is a kid giving an envelope to a person. And it sounds like a 37-year-old heavy smoker talking. And this movie does the thing that I hate worst about all movies, especially bad movies. It sequel baits us. This movie is not getting a fucking sequel at all. There's a theory that a lot of people have thrown up that's saying this movie was released late in the year, so it wouldn't show up on a lot of people's worst of the year list. Fuck you, asshole. This is definitely going on mine. Holy cow. There's a running joke. Will Ferrell's so stupid in this movie. His character's so stupid in this movie. There's a running joke in the movie where every time he meets Rebecca Hall, he goes, "Oh, what do you do again?" She's like, "I'm a doctor." He's like, "Oh, a lady doctor. Oh, I'm glad you think that you are." I get it's the 1800s and that's not very common, but that joke's not very funny. It's not funny at all. It was just like, and then the movie plays Holmes as someone who is not competent, but everyone believes he is. And it's really a weird dynamic because he's completely an idiot and he makes everything worse. But at the same time, everyone agrees with him, and it's just like, why? Like, at least if he was catching bad guys, I can understand him doing that. But he doesn't. He doesn't do anything in this fucking movie but fuck up. There's a piss scene in this movie because this is the type of humor this has. Braun Strowman is in this movie from the WWE. Braun Strowman is in this movie. And his character's name is Braun. And I guarantee you this movie is so fucking stupid. It probably took them 3 days to figure out what to name him. What's this guy named Braun Strowman? What should we call him in this movie? I got it. Braun. Fucking brilliant. This movie is fucking terrible. And this is how I'm gonna end this fucking year? Shit. I might as well shoot myself. Yeah, this movie's terrible. It's easily the worst comedy, and I thought Crazy Rich Asians was bad. At least that movie had fucking Aquafina. This movie has nothing. Nothing. And it's, oh my, it's not even shot competently. And the comedy is so, no one wrote a script. These people are just going off of each other. Will Ferrell's just stumbling around, being an idiot. John C. Reilly's no better. Oh my god. I'll end this with this. There's if you want to hear how stupid this movie is, this is how we go. There's a scene where Holmes poisons Watson. Almost kills him just to see how it would go. That's my buddy, if you ask me. Holmes versus Watson, I can go on for a while. This movie's that bad, but let's leave it at a score. 0.5. This is, I want to say this is the second, probably the third worst movie I've seen all year. It was terrible, but it wasn't offensive, and that's where the other two movies land. So yeah, Holmes versus Watson. Did you see it? Unfortunately, if you have an AMC A-list membership and you have 3 slots to fill during the week, I suggest you go see Bumblebee 3 times, or go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse again, or see Green Book, or see anything other than this. That's all I have to say, and yeah, this is my last review for the year for sure now. Are you gonna watch this gorilla turd? Let me know in the comments below. Did you see it? Tell me how bad you thought of it. Or if you did like it, please explain to me why. So that's it for me. Like, subscribe. Oh, fuck, I'm tired. This movie was fucking awful. God.